Hey people, how's it going? Today I'm just going to do a whole bunch of Beatles news, so let's get started. My first piece of news is that Paul won Songwriter of the Year from the American Society of Composers, Authors, and Publishers. I can never remember. American Society of Composers, Authors, and Publishers, the ASCAP. And the songs he won them for is what's confusing. He won them for All You Need Is Love, Come Together, and Hello Goodbye. First of all, those songs were released so long ago. Why is he just now winning Songwriter of the Year in 2009? Plus, two of those songs I personally consider more Lennon compositions than McCartney compositions, even though Paul's name is on there, but Paul's name is on all of them, and John's name is on all of Paul's. So, in my head, I was like, why didn't he give the award back? Why would he accept an award for songs that he knows he didn't contribute the majority of the work to? And I found out that the ASCAP works on royalties. It's whatever song, artist, album makes the most money that year that they award the Songwriter of the Year to. So, in that respect, it makes a little more sense why Paul won this award. And it's even more astonishing that Paul won this award because the fact that Michael Jackson recently passed away and the songs All You Need Is Love, Come Together, and Hello Goodbye made more money is astounding. And the fact that Paul only gets like 25% of the 25% that him and Yoko get from the song royalties. I think that's how it works. And the fact that he made the most is just completely awesome. So congratulations to Paul for winning the award. I don't want it to make it seem like I don't think he deserves it, because I know he does. He's an astonishing songwriter, of course. But when I first heard the news, I was like, why is he winning for All You Need Is Love and Come Together? Those are obviously John songs, but whatever. Congratulations, Paul. My next little piece of Beatles news I'm kind of jealous of, because I've always wanted to do a Beatles fan podcast, but it's kind of already been done. And they're called the Fab Forum, F-O-U-R-U-M, like the number 4. And you can find them at podorama.com. I'll throw a link in the sidebar. It's these 4 guys who are basically veteran experts in the Beatles world, and they do a great job of discussing different topics. And the most recent one they did was evaluating the stereo remasters, and they're very interesting and they know their stuff, so I highly recommend listening to them. They're super cool. My next piece of Beatles news is that this Thursday, George W. Bush, former president of the United States, will be speaking at the Queen Elizabeth Hotel in Montreal, Canada. Why he's speaking, I'm not entirely sure. Who cares? I'm not entirely sure. The only reason I'm interested in it is because the Queen Elizabeth Hotel is where John composed Give Peace a Chance back in 1969. And there's supposed to be an anti-war protest happening on that Thursday when Bush is speaking there. So that'll be really cool to keep an eye out, and it just makes me all warm that John wrote Give Peace a Chance there, and then there's going to be an anti-war protest at that spot against a former American leader, but you know, it's all good. Anyway, I think that's cool. Thought I'd share that with you guys. Another piece of cool Beatles news is there's this guy named Mark Hayward. He's a pop memorabilia collector. And back in the 1990s, he acquired some rare footage of a Beatles performance. And supposedly, this is the Beatles performing in Blackpool back in 1963, right as Beatlemania was bubbling up. And he's going to release it alongside a book that he's writing titled The Beatles On Camera Off Guard, 1963 to 1969. I'm super excited about this. I love anything that's rare and new that not many people have seen. And so I can't wait to see it. I think it's going to be really cool. I don't know anything about a release date, or I would definitely tell you, but I'll keep an eye open and see if any other information becomes available, because I'm excited about it and I really want to see it. Because Beatles performing, early Beatles performing, excitement. Also, in Beatles news, today Abbey Road, the album, is available for download on Xbox Live for Beatles Rock Band. So, if you have Xbox Live, you have Beatles Rock Band, hop on there and download the Abbey Road album. There's a lot of great songs on that album, as you know. And there's supposed to be this awesome 16-minute long jam session that I'm pretty sure has never been released before that you can play on the game. 16 straight minutes. I'm gonna die, my fingers are gonna fall off, but I'm gonna have to download it and try it anyway because it's gonna be cool. I have one last piece of Beatles news for you. The John Lennon biopic Nowhere Boy has finally released a poster. Woo-hoo. And the poster looks cool, but that's about as far as my praise for this film goes at this point. It's based on Julia Baird's book. If you know anything about me, you know that I hate Julia Baird almost as much as I hate Cynthia Lennon and Patty Boyd, but that's a whole nother story. It's based on her book, so I'm not excited about this film at all. I was at first until I realized it was based on her book, and now I'm just like, bleh. The tagline that shows up on the poster for the film is so stupid. It's something like, all John Lennon needed at the age of 15 was love, or something like that. It's just, I'm not belittling John's childhood. I know he had a hard childhood, but that's just so cheesy. That's so cheesy, and it's gonna paint this stupid picture. I'm just not even excited about it. Julia Baird is just I hate her. When I visited the Beatles Story Museum in Liverpool, I almost choked on my own breath because I put on those, they give you these headphones or a little player, and it kind of narrates the museum as you go along. And guess whose annoyingly stupid voice comes up? Julia Baird. And then later on, Cynthia. And I was just like, I just want to throw these headphones on the ground and smash them, because those are two women I just have no respect for in the Beatles realm. I just can't. Ugh. Anyway, let's stick to the Beatles news. I'm sorry this is such a long video, but I had a lot to go over. And there you go. There's your dose of Beatles news for the week. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to post video or text responses telling me what you think about the stories. If you know more information than I gave about the stories, feel free to post them. I get most of my news from BeatlesNews.com, so make sure to check that website out because it's seriously the best Beatles news site on the internet. And also don't forget to check out the Fab Forum because they're super awesome. Also listen to Beatles-orama Radio because we have advertisements on there. So that's cool. Alright, I'm getting off here before this video is way too long. Bye. See you next week.